Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. Barakadash. We the light in the dark. We the candles. We the light in the dark. We the candles. We the light in the dark. We the candles. We the candles. We the candles. You got dope in your tummy? You's a crash dummy. You popping willies for show? You's a weirdo. You think it's fun? You think it's all fun and games, showing your teeth, nigga. When your Howard shot come, you gon' feel grief, nigga. You still stealing out of stores, you's a thief, nigga. Your parents don't come around cause you a creep, nigga. You take 1,000 pictures a day, you love selfies. When you should be on your knees, Lord help me. Shine a light on these marks so I can see clearer. He think he's a big shot cause he's a D dealer. We got garments with fringes, yet you hate us. We try to set your mind free, but you hate. I'm gonna do that one more time. We the light in the dark, we the candles. You got dope in your tummy, you's a crash dummy. You popping willies for show, you's a weirdo. You think it's all fun and games, showing your teeth, nigga. When your Howard shot come, you gon' feel grief, nigga. You stealing out of stores, you's a thief, nigga. Your parents don't come around cause you's a creep, nigga. You take 1,000 pictures a day, you love selfies. When you should be on your knees, Lord help me. Shine a light on these marks so I can see clearer. He think he's a big shot cause he's a D dealer. We got garments with fringes, yet you hate us. We try to set your mind free, but you some haters. You got trick on the net, cause you's a scam hoe. We the light in the darkness, we the candles. Matthew 5:14. Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do man light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it is given light unto all that are in the house. Light your candles, so shine before men, that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Proverbs 4:18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and thy glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and kings to thy brightness of thy rising. You try to make it to work, try to stay on the grind, forgot to put deodorant on, feel like you losing your mind. Made it at 8:07, looking spiffy for work. Look at all these employees, all of them are jerks. Esau the villain, steady robbing and stealing, riding your back while you work in this building. He stay on the phone, yapping and capping, counting his capital, his Cypress Hills mackerel. Eager for a lunch break, this food is garbage. Where did you make this? A laboratory harvest? Mr. Policeman checking for tap cards? No way to avoid him, his memory ain't that hard. Delmar Springs is leasing everything. Detention centers are everywhere it seems. What are they planning? What are they demanding? The next lockdown, who will be the last man standing? Psalms 83:1. Keep not thy silent, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not silent, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a trumpet, And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, and the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the time and season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of Yahweh so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them, as a travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Psalms 55:21. The word of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. And that's what Esau do, He talk a good one, It sounds very elegant and very beautiful, but war is in his heart, and he's drawing his weapons to kill off you niggas. And he got another plan, focus on you niggas, that's called the M.O.T.B. Revelations 13 and 16. Let's start at 14. And deceived them that dwelled on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell save that he had the mark of the name of the beast, of the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So you're not going to be able to buy nothing or sell nothing or be in the swing of things in this society unless you have that mark, that M.O.T.B. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor. So the great, the rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark on their right hand or in their forehead. So let's go and show. Let's go show the mark. Where's the mark at? We see the mark right there. You know what I'm saying? M.O.T.B. And Civil War is coming also. And then after that, them nukes is coming. Yes. Okay. Revelations 13 and 4. And they worshiped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blaspheme, and the power was given unto him to continue 42 months. And he opened his mouth and blasphemed against Yahweh, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwelt in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose name are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. If any man has an ear, let him hear. You know, Psalms. We got that. We're going Isaiah 14. So power was given to the image of the beast. Psalms 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend unto heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit upon all the mountains of the congregation. In the sides of the north, I would ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. So that's what this devil is trying to be. Despicable Esau. He's trying to be like, he putting his satellites in the clouds, you know, in space. So he think he the shit now. He think he's exalting himself. But the Lord's gonna tear his ass down. Job 5 and 12. And that's why he gonna implement out of order, out of chaos, the M.O.T.B. That every small to great, poor to rich gonna receive it. Because he's trying to exalt himself like the Most High. Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the device of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. You know, so he gonna disappoint them. You know, despicable Esau gonna think he gonna, you know, further his enterprise, but the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah gonna disappoint him. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward, and carried headlong. Acts 19 and 28. Deuteronomy 14 and 2. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power, and the Lord has chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all nations that are upon the earth. You know, so that's what the children of Israel are. You know, we're a peculiar people, and we're chosen above all the nations of the earth. But right now, we're being punished, and we with judgment from the Lord, from serving other gods and mingling with these heathens, these other nations. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So that's when that civil war gonna pop off and crack off. Neighbor gonna go against neighbor, because food gonna be scarce, and they gonna be robbing each other and taking their victuals, trying to get their last meal. They're gonna be fighting against each other. It's gonna be a lot of hell around here. The Lord said he don't come to make peace, but he come to make a man against his son, a father against his son, a daughter against her mother-in-law. He come to bring division. He ain't coming with no lollipops. Okay, we hit Isaiah. Isaiah 59:19. So shall the fear of the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood. And we know who the enemy is. All the nations against Israel. And if we're talking about the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're going to come in on you like a flood. The spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. So to the chosen elect out here, the Lord gonna lift up a standard, and get them up out the way. They gonna be in the middle of it, going through the iron, fiery trials and tribulations. But the Lord gonna do his thing with the angels and get them on out of here. Make sure they safe and sound, because no one shall pluck them out of Yahweh Shai hand. Psalms 124. Psalms 124:2. If it had not been for Yahweh, who was on our side when man rose up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. Then the waters had overwhelmed us. Talking about that flood that's going to flood inside. That's going to flood. They're going to come in like a flood. This is what the Lord going to deliver the chosen elect about of. If it had not been the Lord who was on our side when man rose up against us, because they're going to rise up against us, then they had swallowed us up quick when their wrath was kindled against us. And they have a perpetual hatred for us. Then the waters have overwhelmed us. The streams have gone over our souls. Then the proud waters had gone over our souls. The proud. We know who the proud are. The proud boys. Esau, the proud man. Blessed be Yahweh, who has not given us as a prey to their teeth. And teeth represent war, represent the army, their strength. Represents their strength, you know. Blessed be Yahweh, who has not given us as a prey to their teeth. Our soul is escaped, a bird out of the snares of the fowler. The snares is broken, and we are escaped. Our help is in the name of the Lord, who made heaven and earth. So the Lord gonna get us up out of there, you know. Just like, let's go to, that's a 9. Psalms 7:15. He made a pit and digged it, and it falled into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealings shall come down upon his own plate. You know, and we know that he has violent dealings. We can see that in what's going on overseas, you know, how, you know, them small hats and big noses, you know, and they're very violent. Violent dealings, you know, with the pagers exploding, you know. First he beat them, you know, so they could look, you know, and then it exploded, you know. Violent, very violent and crafty and cowardly move. Matthew 12. So we dealing with some cowards, you know. What do cowards do? They sucker punch, you know. Get you while you're down. No good, dirty bastards, you know. Drug you up, you know. Get you full of them drugs. And then misuse you like a whore. Matthew 12:25. Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city of the house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? You know, so they divided against each other. Most of them moving up out of there, you know. They going against each other, you know. So a house divided against each other would not stand, you know. Just like if you have a wicked woman inside the house and she always on some bullshit, you know. Everything the man try to do, she's against, you know. She's divided, you know. It's her and her kids, you know. Even though the man hold the seeds, but it's her kids, you know. Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, you know. So he's a profane fornicator. He's a no good, dirty bastard, you know. He loved to run naked through the streets, you know. He loved to party. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh has consumed with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. You know, and when they say the Lord shall consume him with the spirit of his mouth, that's the saints that you see, you know, the prophets out here, the ministers, the teachers, you know, They the mouthpiece for the Lord. Even him who coming is after the working of Satan, which all power and signs and lying wonders. That Elon Musk, him and his lying ass, his lying wonders, him and his AI system, He coming out with some new phones too. I wouldn't trust him. Colossians 1:26. Yeah, you never know what's in them, in technology in them. 1:26. Even the mysteries which has been hid from the ages and from generations, but now is made manifested to his saints. So this was hidden, but now it's manifested in the last days to the saints of the Lord, and that's why we revealing it to Jacob. Jacob, wake up and get your blessing. And can I get a pest control? Pest control. We spraying ants, roaches, and you redneck crackers. All right. Psalms 37. Psalms 37, 13 and 14. The Lord Yahweh shall laugh at him, for he seeth that day is coming. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. So they gonna slay the poor, which is you, Jacob, and them that be of upright conversation, which is the saints coming out here speaking against Babylon the Great, the harlot. Let me get that. Tell them where we posted at right now. Where we coming live from. Revelations 17 and 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots, and abomination of the earth. Yes, we're live and direct inside the harlot, and she's a dirty hoe, and she's an unclean hoe, That's why our righteousnesses are counted as filthy rags, because we're inside this whore. And we know a whore don't clean right. She take wash-offs, She don't put Epsom salt in the water, and clean her wound for it could tighten up. Nah, this is a nasty whore that we're dealing with, and her filth has rubbed off on us. John 11 and 40. Yahweh said unto her, said I not unto thee that if thou would believest, thou shalt see the glory of Yahweh. So that's why we got faith, we believe in the Lord. But others, they think that this is a game. Hee hee ha ha. Yes. Until the day of the Lord strike on that ass like a thief in the night. Hebrews 11 and 6. And then it won't be no more hee hee ha ha. Hebrew 11:6. But without faith it is impossible to please Yahweh. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Yes, yes, he is a rewarder. Yes, 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 he is. And we diligently seek him. By faith, Noah, being warned of Yahweh of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, preparing an ark to the saving of his house, by which he commanded the world, condemned the world, and became heretics of the righteousness which is by faith. Yes, yes. James 1:3. Knowing this, that the trying of our faith worketh patience, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. So you got to work that faith, and make sure that it do what it do. Yes, yes, yes. Matthew 17:20. We finna close up. And Yahweh said unto them, because of your unbelief, for verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder's place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible to you. Yes, yes, yes. So that faith is a big thing. John 20:29, our last verse. Yahweh said unto them, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. Yes, yes, yes. So, with that, we're going to say, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Shalom.